What is up, YouTube? Spectacular Spider Grandpa coming at you. And this is going to be my top 10 picks of the week. Usually I do it at night. I got a little time before work here. Not a whole lot of books came out this week. Bunch of independents that I really didn't care for. I'm not an independent guy. Yeah. I want to give an honorable mention to Avengers number 11. I didn't read this. I read it. It focuses mostly on them trying to find Nova's father and Annihilus, and which I also thought was a cool villain. And it's a really good book, but I didn't have time to throw it in my top 10. So this is a good book. Something I wanted to show on last night's Blast It or Stash It show, but I didn't have a chance to, was the cover of this book. I bought it strictly for the cover. It's Sons of the Devil, issue number 8. I thought this cover was a little risque. Maybe some controversy will come out of it. Probably not, but I have it nonetheless. It's got the dude holding the knife to the baby head right there. Yeah. So I just picked this up strictly for the cover. If this is a good series, let me know. I'll pick up the rest of them if I can. But yeah. Alright guys, moving on to my top 10 picks of the week. Number 10, like I said, there wasn't a whole lot of books, and I was really disappointed with this. This is the Spider-Gwen Annual, number 1. I talked about this on Blast It or Stash It last night. There are some good parts of the book, like her origin costume that looked like the Lucha Libre wrestler. The actual first story is not that bad. It has She-Hulk in it, blah blah blah. I did get the variant cover of this, which has Ron Lim art. You know, I'm a big fan of Ron Lim. You know, his work on Silver Surfer back when I was first collecting is amazing. And yeah. So number 10 is Spider-Gwen Annual, number 1. Number 9 is another pretty badass cover. It continues the Apocalypse Wars story, which I'm not totally a fan of. Yeah, so there ain't really much to say about this. Like I said, nothing came out this week. My number 9 pick is Uncanny XMen number 9. Like I said, it's a pretty cool cover there. With Apocalypse Sun and Magneto's. It looks like Magneto's helmet. But anyway, moving on. Number 8 is, you know, it's a very adult book, but it reminded me a lot of like the clans in the Underworld series, the movies, the vampire clans, and the dirty grittiness of the True Blood show, if any of you guys are into them. This is The Ravening, number 1. It was a $6 book. This is the Temptation cover. Any of you young kids watching this, close your eyes for a minute. But yeah, this was halfway decent. A lot of sex in this book. A lot of no parts being shown. But I enjoyed it. Number 7 is actually Jupiter's Legacy, Book 2, number 1, issue 1. I knew nothing about this series, but reading this and reading the little prequel story on the back of the front cover here makes me want to go pick up book number 1. Really interested in this, so I'm gonna be on the lookout for the first book of Jupiter's Legacy. And this is my number 7 pick. My number 6 pick is actually Silk number 9. You know, the spider characters, the Spider-Verse. It's Black Cat and Silk being trapped in an elevator shaft. They go through their business. It's a really good read, moving the characters forward and all that jazz. So, really liking the Silk character, what she's becoming, and the double agent, you know, for S.H.I.E.L.D. and infiltrating Black Cat's crime syndicate, or I don't know if she's the new Kingpin or what have you, but it's really good. So check that out. Now, my number 5 pick is a book that it's getting better as it goes along. I can't wait for the next issue. I know a lot of you guys are reading it. This is The Dark Knight 3, The Master Race, Book 5. Pretty cool Superman, Batman cover. Yeah, so it doesn't hold a candle to the first book, the first series. You guys know what I'm talking about. But it's still pretty good, so looking forward to the next issue. And this is my number 5 pick. My number 4 pick is a book we talked about on last night's show, Captain America number 2. I wish they really would have stuck with Captain America being a bad guy, but, you know, Marvel is punking out. So the art is really good. It's a good book. Don't get me wrong. The art is really good. There's a pretty badass splash page of the Red Skull with the Cosmic Cube right there. Yeah. Like here, right here, the Red Skull is bored, so he decides killing his minions, and it's a good book. But you know, I really, they tell why Captain America is Hydra and all that. But yeah, this is my number 4 pick. So I will pick up issue 3 just to see where it goes, because I'm a sucker for punishment. Moving on, that was number 4. Number 3, Extraordinary XMen. Pretty badass cover with Venom possessing Wolverine and Jean Grey there. This also continues the Apocalypse War story that I wish I can't wait for that to be over so we can move on. But this is my favorite X book out of the bunch, out of the X-Men books. So yeah, this is number 3. Excuse me, guys. Number 2 is Spider-Man number 5. This is getting better as it goes along, but I can't remember what happens in this book. Oh yeah, Miles fights Hammerhead. He's captured by Black Cat. Blah blah blah. Yeah, it's pretty action packed. You know, some good Spider-Man action. So yeah, that was my number 2 pick. Whew, it's getting hot. Sorry, guys. Moving on. My number 1 pick of the week is, and also another great cover. Very, 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 very funny book. Probably the best book out of the series. It was funny as hell. This is Spider-Man Deadpool number 6. They're trying to make a Deadpool movie, and they're actually making fun of all the Spider-Man movies and Batman versus Superman. They even poke fun at the Deadpool movie a little bit. This is just a great book with a great cover. If you guys haven't checked it out, please get it. Please read it. Let me know what you think. Um, and that's it. That's my top 10. That was my number 1 book. Um, if you get disagreement with me, let me know in the comments below. Sorry, this is my opinion. Don't get all butthurt if, your favorite book didn't make my top 10. What else do I got? This Friday, I'm Blast It or Stash It. I already talked to Huey's Comics. I will not be part of that show. I know you're all disappointed, but the guys will put on a great show regardless. I am going to a concert. Haven't been to a concert in a long time. Me and my wife are going Friday night. A couple of her bands she likes are playing, and one of my favorite bands is playing, and we will be doing that. So, like I said, I will not be part of the Blast It or Stash It show Friday. Go check them out regardless. I still will be picking up the books for this week. I still will be giving my top 10 come Sunday. I will let the guys know what I thought of the books. Maybe they could throw in my 2 cents. But yeah, that's all I got. That was my top 10. Happy 4th of July to all you guys. Remember why we're celebrating it. It's not just for barbecues and beer. That's a whole nother video. I'm not getting into that, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I am a former veteran, or I am a veteran, not a former veteran, of the United States Navy. I will be working all weekend. I am working today, tomorrow, and Monday. It is what it is. Be safe this weekend and be kind to one another. This is Spider Grandpa signing off.